I have a friend who's Puerto Rican. No, you racist motherfuckers, he's not the thief. Well, Greg, you kinda implied— I implied nothing. You're just racist. So this friend moved away after freshman year of high school. I saw him once when he came to visit a year later, and then our friendship dwindled to Facebook wall messages every once in a while. Over this past summer, he moved back up here and we've been trying to hang out every once in a while, but something always came up. His name's Anthony. We have a mutual friend, his name's Sergio, and he messaged me the other day and was like, Anthony and I request your presence at a social gathering tonight. That's not exactly how he phrased it. Bitch, get over here tonight. But it's how I remember it. I feel like I let them down because I kind of missed hanging out with them this summer, but I didn't want an excuse to miss out tonight. So I texted Anthony and I was like, any chance I could get a ride tonight? Since he was sort of passing by me on his way to Sergio's. You know, like quick 10-minute detour? It's a 30 to 40-minute drive to Sergio's, so with respect to that, it's not that terrible, right? So this kid who I haven't seen for 6 years picks me up and it's like we haven't seen each other for a week. That's the way we're talking and it's just amazing that a friendship like that can even happen. So we headed over to Wegmans real quick. What's that, Greg? No, if you knew about the promised land, you would not want to live anymore. Anyways, we go to get beer. Hey Greg, what kind of beer are you into? I don't know, man, I haven't really experienced a lot of beers, but from what I have been through, I'm extremely picky. I'm okay with Miller High Life though. What? I honestly think he threw up in his mouth a little bit at that point. Greg, I can't even drink that shit. What do you mean? It's the champagne of beers. It says so on the label. No. I mean, like, that's the lowest I would go. Like, that's not what I think the best beer is. Of course not. Like, what would you want? Well, I really like the Sam Adams Cherry Wheat, but I don't know if you'll like it or not. I can drink Bud Light. I'm pretty sure I could deal with anything, so it's not a big deal. Let's just go for it. So we get to Sergio's house and he's not there yet. He's off picking up a friend from a bar? Hey man, could you come pick me up? Yeah, where are you? I'm at a bar. So I need you to pick me up so that I can drink at your house. But like, we gotta go stop and buy some alcohol first. Love it. So we're sitting in this parking lot waiting for our friend to get there. You guys could just go in. Fuck that. The last thing I'm doing is going into your house to hang out with your roommates who I don't know when you're not there. I'm not putting myself into awkward situations when I don't have to. I'm not a masochist. So before we went to Sergio's, Anthony stopped at Wendy's to pick up some fast food. So we sat in the car and talked while he ate. Hey man, you want a chicken nugget and a fry? Yeah, sure. You can have more than one fry. You said if I wanted a fry. You didn't say, would you like some fries? Yeah, but they're just fries. I know they're just fries, and if I had fries, I'd give you more than one, but you asked if I wanted a fry, so I didn't want to like overstay my welcome and grab more than one. Yeah, but they're fucking fries. I get that they're fucking fries, all right? But I haven't seen you in 6 years, and the last thing I want to do is just start seeming like a mooch and taking all your fries. So I took one fry. That's goddamn respectable of you. I know. So Greg, what have you been up to? Man, I've been starting to get into YouTube. Started with some movie club stuff, and then I've been like branching out a bit. Oh, movie clubs? Which ones? I watch a lot of YouTube. CTFXC? I've heard of that. I haven't watched it though. Well, obviously, because I'm kind of a big deal. Not really. And, LTA. Oh yeah? I watched that one. I've never seen you before though. I was in a couple. Don't worry about it, man. YouTube can be really hard to get noticed in. Well, I mean, you know Mitch? I mean, car guy. Yeah, dude, I know of him. I call him Mitch because we're pretty good friends and we talk a lot. Oh yeah, I've tweeted some semi-popular YouTubers before too. No, it's not some like, hey man, talk to me. You're not getting drunk texts from these people. Well, how many subscribers you got? 1,300? Oh, shit. That's right, motherfucker. Sit down. I'm in the driver's seat. That was supposed to be in my head. Sorry. So our friend shows up and we're socializing and I get to try out this cherry wheat beer. Oh my God. Like there wasn't a bad taste. Where was the bad, nasty, sour, bitter, earwax tasting taste? When that's not there, that shit is dangerous. So that night I found out that beer has other uses besides just getting drunk. It can actually be enjoyable on its own. Who'd have thunk it? I also found that alcohol can sink to the bottom of a mixed drink. I didn't know that was possible. So like his roommate made this drink and started passing it around. My God, I can't even taste any alcohol, just apples. About 30 minutes later, Greg, you should just finish that drink. You're not driving. This much left? Yeah, no problem. This tasted fine. Anthony sniffed it and he was like, oh my God, no, that is nothing but alcohol right now. What are you talking about? And it was nothing but alcohol. That doesn't even make sense. Alcohol is like a light compound. It should like float to the top if anywhere. How the hell did it separate and sink to the bottom? That's a thing? So I got pretty drunk pretty fast after drinking that. So I got drunk and started texting Mitch how miserable of a human being he was to validate my own self-worth. I was also texting Autumn, and by texting Mitch and Autumn at the same time, who were also talking to each other at the same time, I found out that she was lying to me because of something Mitch had said to me. I fucking love when shit like that happens. So this girl shows up at the party with 2 friends, a bunch of beer, and a bag of McDonald's. They hung out for a while, we went over and started talking for a while, and then They left, and 30 minutes later, we're all sitting around talking about food. Anthony and I are trying to figure out where we're gonna go to eat, and Sergio's figuring out is he gonna come with us or not. Because food after drinking is amazing. So Anthony and I are leaving to get food. Sergio's like, I'm not gonna go with you guys, don't worry about it. And on my way out, I noticed this giant bag of McDonald's. Holy shit, guys, is this unopened? We dived in. 2 burgers, 2 large fries. Little burger and a big box burger. Anthony takes the little one, and Sergio and I cut in half the large one. We heated it up, just started munching on fries, and Anthony was halfway through his burger, and I had taken 1 bite of mine when there was a knock on the door. We looked at each other. No. I mean, of course, we're eating food, so instantly we're to think that it is her. She was gone 30 minutes. You think it was her? Sergio goes to the door and looks through the peephole. It's fucking her. Mad scramble. No time to hide the shit, but you know that there's a thought in everybody's head right now that we put all the food back into the bag, wrap it up, and act like nothing ever happened. She'd open the bag and be like, what the fuck? But we'd already be gone because we would have already been in the car and the ignition would have been started and we'd been driving out of there. No such luck because there was no time. I set my burger in the box and Anthony shoves the other half of his burger in the fries container, as if that would do something. Oh, a lonely fry container on the counter. Surely nothing out of the ordinary there. A half-eaten burger on the counter would have given them away, but fries? Maybe it wasn't them. So what do Anthony and I do? We run into the laundry room and hide behind the door. Scienced. Sergio opens the door because he's stupid. My McDonald's, what the fuck? They made me do it. It was really Greg and Anthony. Anthony and I just look at each other. A look like, do you believe this motherfucker? No, sir. I do not. So Sergio comes over to start to open the door to the laundry room to reveal where we are. Thanks a lot. And I'm like, nope, too soon. We're not ready for this situation, and I close the door on him. Anthony starts to try to contain his laughter for my wonderful job at hiding. So we finally come out, and this girl is very upset. At least she wants us to think she is. And I would have felt bad too if she wasn't whiny about it. I was drunk, so I wasn't dealing with bullshit. Oh my god, guys, what the fuck? I didn't even pay for that. It was on my parents' card. Bitch, what? Excuse me? Oh no, you just lost free food. How sad. This is the point where I noticed Sergio holding the half-eaten half of his sandwich in his hands. Anthony and I had tried to hide our stuff. Sergio just walked to the door holding it. And this is where I very discreetly pointed at him. What? I was drunk. Back off. For a drunk person, that's discreet. Shut up. So I'm like, fuck it, all right? If you're just gonna hold it like that, I walk over to my half and start, you know, just going at it as she's bitching. Meanwhile, Anthony's heading to the front door because he's like, we gotta get the fuck out of this situation. You don't understand, guys. You don't understand. She's fucking crazy. But I didn't want her to be like, oh, 1 bite of my sandwich? That's not bad. I can finish that. No. Fuck that shit. Claimed. I bit it. It's mine now. You know what? I should call my parents right now and you should thank them. That's what you should do. Are you trying to guilt trip us? Girl, it's 3 in the morning. You go ahead and call your parents. I'm sure they would love to hear from us at 3 in the morning. Thank you so much for giving your daughter your card so she could buy McDonald's and then leave it on a counter unattended for 30 minutes and forget about it, and then other people will think that it's abandoned and then they'll start eating it. You're the best, parents. You're the best. But Sergio actually has to deal with this girl because his roommates are friends with her and he kind of knows her. So he's like, here, let me fix you up a really strong drink and that'll make everything okay. Yeah, it better be fucking strong. Sergio becomes stoic at this demand from this girl. I only make strong drinks. Sergio, no! She's pissed. You don't get defensive over your drink mixing abilities right now. This is not the time. So Anthony and I make eye contact at this point and he mouths to me, you want to get the fuck out of here? Hell yes. So on my way out, I grab his half of the burger hidden in the fries box and hand it to him. Oh my god. The look on this kid's face when he saw that gesture from me was like I had just rescued his puppy from a burning building. Pure joy. And he actually thanked me later. I'm drunk. It doesn't mean I'm not your friend. I got your back, homie. And that was good. But then I did the right thing. Oh, Greg, that's really sweet. So you like offered her some money for all the McDonald's that you had eaten. No, man, her parents paid for it. Fuck that shit. I'm not paying any money for food right now that I thought was abandoned. Oh, well then what'd you do? This girl was pouting in the kitchen. So by the time I got to the front door, I had this brilliant thought and I turned around. I didn't say a word. I walked up to her in the kitchen and I wrapped my arms around her and gave her a hug and patted her on the back. And she smiled. And I turned around and just walked out the door with Anthony. We closed the door behind us and we burst out laughing. It was hilarious. I am the greatest fucking charmer. What a good night. And then we drove to get McDonald's.